everyone, what's up? It's Ellie here. Redfall is here and that means I am currently scrounging around for cool little finds and Easter eggs. I had one in particular that I was adamant I needed to find in game, and I actually ended up coming across this in my preview experience as well. Get ready for it. Fun fact, we actually already saw this little guy in the very first announcement trailer for Redfall. Hey! It was just so cut off, I don't think many people even noticed. There's also a second machine in the shape of a boat that plays the tune as well. I'm guessing it's a reference to Samuel's boat, so this is kind of a one for twofer. These kids' rides are found out and about in the Redfall Commons district. This next one is one you likely came across early game at the Shade Tree Heights Supper Club. Nearby a pool of red death mist, you can pick up a Bellwether Soldier Order 0451. This number of course being the classic code that avid arcane players have entered time and time again into safes in Dishonored or door keypads in Prey. Fun fact, it was actually the code to enter the Looking Glass Studios office door, but became a joke between devs of immersive sim titles and can also be found in System Shock, Bioshock and more. I actually have a whole video on it if you'd like to check it out. Of course, this wasn't the first time we've seen 0451 implemented into Redfall. There is also a map of Redfall on a desk with rally at 4:51 AM on it. This was seen in one of the trailers. Redfall has tons of snacks to find throughout the varying convenience stores, cafes, clubs, and in many of the vacated homes. Many legally safe knockoffs and humorous names, though one I identified immediately was the can of Jellied Eels. This is a traditional English dish that originated in the 18th century and was a very common consumable item in the Dishonored games. In Redfall, there are two main museums, the Custom House Museum and the Heritage Rock Lighthouse Museum. In both, you can find multiple links. It's to the point of considering that Redfall 2 is a part of the Dishonored universe. Some of these can also be found in the second district. Let's have a look. The first one is the most obvious, and that is the display of whale oil tanks. Along some of the basic designs is the iconic red tank that we also use in the Dishonored games. The information panel tells us that Redfall has a long history of whaling. I wonder how long? There are multiple instances of these model ships. However, at the Heritage Rock Museum, they have information panels that show that one is called the Corvido and another is called the Delilah. Coincidence, huh? Another find at these locations will be the old bulbs of the Heritage Rock Lighthouse. You can see that they show quite the resemblance to the bulb in Dishonored in Mission 9, the light at the end. Also at both museums is a display of whalebone. The plaque at the Heritage Rock Museum mentions that they were originally found on the shores of Redfall, mysteriously carved, and those who carried them fell ill. This Easter egg steps away from museums and into the space of Dr. Addison's mansion, and in a few places outside and around the map. When you come across these children's dolls, you may not think much at first, but when you compare them to a certain other doll, you can see a strong resemblance in the hairstyle, dressing, and pose of these dolls. This to me is a clear reference of Emily's dolls of Dishonored. In an early mission, Reverend Eva asks you to retrieve a dear gift of whiskey and cigars from her apartment. Need I explain this further? And that's about it for just now, but I reckon that there's quite a few more out there, so I'll keep my eyes peeled, and please let me know in the comments below if you see anything else that could also be a reference or an Easter egg directly to the Dishonored universe. Heck, if you even find a Deathloop one, let me know. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!